What's up? Welcome to Unleash the podcast. I'm your host, Malaysia, and I'm excited. No, I'm not looking at the camera. Camera's all the way up there. But I got some things to share with y'all today. And no, I will not be editing this video. Overkill. Come on now, it's 2026. Something gotta be real. Everything else AI generated. Now you know I'm an actual human being, okay? But I just want to say something real quick that I think that we need to just hear for this new year. AI is taking over. Your ex wants you back. And I don't know if Tupac is actually gone or not. I think he's still here. But either way, those are the three things I want to get off my chest. Now, let's get to business real quick. Here's some things I want to share with you. We all have heard crabs in a bucket mentality, okay? Crabs in a bucket analogy. Many people you know and love may not do it on purpose, but they'll hold you. They'll hold you back, pull you, keep you down from climbing and reaching your full potential. And what we do, the same people that be trying to pull us back, pull us down, we try to save them. We try to go, put on our cape, being Batman without a Robin, and go try to save these people that's trying to pull us back into the bottom of the barrel. Why? Why do we do it? I guess the world may never know. Only you truly know why you do what you do. I had to ask myself, Malaysia, why do I want to save everybody? Why do I want to make sure that everybody has money, shelter, bare necessities? And then on top of that, try to exchange lives with them. You ever go so hard for somebody, giving the best of the best of the best, and then you look around, you're like, dang, rent not paid, car note not paid, bills piling up, but I wanted to give you the best that I had to give. Giving you the best that I got. Not gonna sing all the words because I don't know how these copyright things going nowadays. All in all, we'll give people the shirt off our back, the food off our table, the shoes off our feet, and then be left thinking, why did I do that later on? Or you be wondering why your life looked the way that it looked. It's nothing wrong with giving. But there's this thing where you get sacrificial. And I want to tell y'all because I'm all in business, and there's this thing called opportunity cost. We need to ask ourselves, what is it that I'm giving away right now that I don't feel it right now, but I'm gonna feel it later. I don't feel me giving you this little $20, but later I'm gonna feel that. I don't feel it when I give you my extra hour of time taking you from Timbuktu and back. I don't feel it right now, but I'm gonna feel it later when my gas, when I want to do something else and I realize, dang, time gone. The nighttime is about to be here. I can't really see in the dark. So now I gave you my day when I didn't really have that to give to you. My $20 that I gave to you, I could be invested in some stock, some forex, some futures. I could be invested in my own company, buying a book. Because one person taught me this, and I probably said this on my other video. I don't know if I did, but I'm gonna say this often because I love this saying. They said, the reason why I don't give money without calculating my risk is because money is better off in my hands. I know what I'm going to do with the money when it's in my hands. I hope y'all can hear this real good because I got the mic far from me. So I'm going to pull it up a little bit. But I know what I'm going to do with the money when it's in my hands. When it's in someone else's hands, they could tell me that they needed to pay a bill, they needed it for some gas, they needed it, for whatever the excuse is as to why they didn't have it in the first place. And they could completely be smoking my money. They could be throwing my money at the club. They could be doing whatever they want to do with my money. I don't know what they're doing with it. But I know when the money's inside of my hands, I can invest that money. I can save that money. I can do whatever I need to do with that money. And I'm not saying be a selfish person, but the Bible even say, God loves a cheerful giver, right? So if you're giving out of obligation, out of, feeling bad for somebody, instead of out of a clear mind and saying, okay, how much have I given this person before? Why do they need my money? And I'm okay with letting them keep it. I'm glitching, y'all. Letting them keep it. I promise you I'm a real person. Or Am I okay with losing this money? Last year I took a hit for almost took a full hit for $6,500. I let somebody use it and I'm like, okay, they're gonna pay me my money back. I fought for it. But I realized something about that. When it's a lot of money involved, it can show you yourself and it can show you the people that you love and you care about. So you have to be mindful. On this channel, you're going to see me talk about money a lot because I'm money making May. I'm billionaire coach May. I'm multimillionaire May on either platform. I love talking about finances, self-development, personal development. I love talking about business, entrepreneurship to the third degree. I love talking about those things, right? So you'll see me talk about those things more often. And I'll get on here, I'll talk and say what I want to say. And you'll be like, her stuff be kind of all over the place. There's no direction a lot of times on these videos except for giving you the game. And when I give you the game, it's just like having a conversation with you as if you were right here with me and we were in a board meeting and you just said, Malaysia, teach me what you know. Boom, there you have it. Now, back to the crabs in a bucket mentality. That's what this is about. It's a new year, and I know you're tired of people sucking you dry. Go watch my short. If you're not a doormat, get off the floor. Doormats don't have legs, you do. So it's time for you to actually walk away. It's time for you to choose yourself. It's time for you to choose yourself. It's time for you to choose yourself. Okay? You got to choose yourself this year. We love thy neighbor as you love yourself. And when I say choose yourself, I'm not saying be selfish, but I'm saying be selfish. Be self about self first. They say when a plane is going down, what you do? What you do? You put on your mask first. And I heard that all last year, probably the year before last. Everybody keeps talking about this oxygen mask that you got to put on, right? And if you don't put on your oxygen mask, how are you going to help somebody else put on their oxygen mask? You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to climb up this mountain so you can escape the fire that's below, you trying to pull up everybody with you. You ain't gonna have no energy to get to the top. What if at the top is all the water you need to put the fire out at the bottom? What if when you get to the top, all the air that you need to breathe is at the top and all of the non-oxygen is at the bottom? I aspire to get to the top. I know that the top seems lonely to some, but that's because everybody up there look real small to the people at the bottom. And everybody at the bottom look real small to the people at the top. So it might look lonely at the top, but there's more people out there like you and me at the top. I feel like at the top, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that you actually want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to find the people that's really rooting for you, the people that's going to be your cheerleader, the people that's going to support you, lift you up when times get tough, rough, hard, and all the above. But when you stay at the bottom trying to pull people up, see, this the thing. The reason why I'm so bent on this crabs in a bucket mentality is for years, a decade almost, I would give my money away, my time away, my body away. I would give a lot of things away freely. And I did not pay attention to the consequences. And then when I look back, I'm like, dang, I don't feel like I got nothing left for myself. What is it that I have truly for me? I got resentment, bitterness, anger, sadness, all of those things I didn't want to feel, not because I didn't want to give to those people, but because I was burnt out. If you give till you have nothing left, you're going to feel that burnt out. You're going to feel all the things you don't want to feel. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty feeling, it's not a good feeling, it's not a feeling that somebody just wake up like, "Ooh, I'm just so excited to be resentful today. Oh, I'm so bitter. I can't wait to show the world." Unless you you know, the Joker or something like that, or somebody that's a villain in real life because they got a fetish with just being bitter and resentful. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about us. And we aspire, if you were watching this content, this video, I know that you aspire to be a better version of yourself. And I'm giving you the game right now. I'm telling you from my own experience. If you keep giving until you ain't got nothing left, you will always have nothing left. But if you give with certain parameters, certain guidance, certain governors on how much you give of your time, attention, money, body, all of those things, you'll be like, man, I'm the version of myself and I didn't even realize I was becoming her. I'm the version of myself, and I didn't realize I was becoming him. But you're gonna have to make a decision. You gotta decide. We need 10 minutes in, y'all, so let's get to it. Now, here's the cliche part: discipline and consistency. These words are used so much, but many don't know their meaning or run from the sound of them. I don't know about you, but when I hear discipline, I'm like, discipline? What do I need that for? But that was the old version of me. Now, my definition: to create rules for yourself and follow them until you reach a particular outcome, and to tweak those rules to stay consistent. After after your outcome is obtained. Let's run that back. Discipline: to create rules for yourself and follow them until you reach a particular outcome, and to tweak those rules to stay consistent after your outcome is obtained. You know, focus is follow one course of action until successful. Discipline is let me create rules for myself and then follow those rules. And then once I follow those rules and reach my particular outcome, I actually got to stay consistent. See, discipline requires some consistency. Now, consistency, my definition is to perform an action or multiple actions, no matter emotions, excuses, circumstances, relationships, the weather, or your feelings. See, we become a very self-fulfilling society. This generation cares so much about how we feel, and we're so in tune with our emotions, but a lot of us lack emotional intelligence. We can watch social media, scroll for hours upon hours, get off and feel all types of down, emotions spiraling out of control. You haven't even clicked on one emotional setting and stuck there because you scrolling through social media, you watch your content that got you excited, you watch your content that make you sad, you watch your content that make you angry, and you've not even navigated how to stay on one emotion and just sit there and process that emotion, because the videos will just have you jumping. It's a roller coaster. And then we wonder, why do I feel anxiety? Why do I feel depression? Why do I feel these things? But your feelings have nothing to do with being consistent. Unless you're picking a certain emotion and sticking to that emotion, feeling it through, processing it, and then moving on. That's how you're going to stay consistent. Not going through a million emotions in a day. If you keep watching social media that drag you up, pull you up and drag you down, you're not going to be consistent. If you're waking up at every odd hour of the day, except for the time where you told yourself this year that you're going to wake up. If you're somebody that want to be in a 4 a.m. club, but you waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, whenever you feel like it because you had a long night last night, that's not consistency. If you're not making up your bed when you said you was going to make up your bed, see, now this is discipline and consistency. You said you were going to make up your bed, but you didn't make up your bed. You just let it lay there. You're like, oh, I'll throw the cover back. I'll slap it on there. You know, like when we was kids making those sloppy sandwiches, we just throw everything together. But when I was a kid, I did childish things. When I became an adult, I put away childish things. You got to get serious about your life. Yes, we can hee hee ha ha all we want to. See, the reason why I keep bringing up social media, because a lot of people live in this Sims reality. They don't live in the right now. They don't live in this reality right now. Your life is real. One day you will not be here. One day you're going to be leaving a legacy. One day you're going to be showing people how life should have been lived at this time or should be lived at their time. Your life is what you make it. And if you're not making it something worth living, then what are you doing with your life? Now that we talked about discipline, consistency, crabs in a bucket, I'm going to say, because I talked about social media as well, don't just stroll to your goals. Some of us don't have no urgency, okay? You're just like, I'm thinking about it. I'll accomplish this. I'm so excited. I want to get that New car. I know things shouldn't necessarily be goals, but I think of things, you can have things as goals because it's the process of getting there. In order to get that new car that you want, you got to do things in the process in order to get there. So goals require a process. If it don't require a process of doing something to get there, then that's not necessarily a goal in my mind. But here we are. Don't just stroll to your goals. If you be casual, you'll become a casualty. If you be casual towards your life, you just going with the flow. I had a friend, man, and love him. I love him still to this day. He said, I'm just going with the flow. Every time he said, I'm going with the flow, my skin crawled. What do you mean you going with the flow? What is the flow? Baby, flow. Flow is it could go up, down, side to side, round and round, and have no dictation, no authority, no focus, no commitment, no discipline, no consistency. You're waking up without a schedule, an agenda. You don't know what your day gonna look like. You don't know what you're doing at 3 o'clock. You don't block your schedule of time. Anybody call you, you're available. He was always available. And when I looked at his life, and I love him, and there's no judgment on him, but I will judge in a way how his life was looking at the time. You don't have no wife. I'm not married either, but you not working towards a relationship. You don't have no job, no business, no real goals. Your life just looks like you woke up and thank you God for waking me up, but what now? If you just say when somebody asks you what you're doing with your life, oh, I don't write goals down. People that tell me they don't write nothing down, just oh, I don't plan, I don't write things down, I don't have a dot this, that, and XYZ. You don't have structure to your life. You living on accident, not on purpose. And if you want to walk in your purpose, you need to have a game plan. You need to have a strategy. You need to be consistent. You need to be disciplined. And you need to know what your next step is. No, we can't control every single part of life. We can't. I understand that. I know that there are variances and different things that happen, with life, and we can't control it. That's absolutely okay. There's variables that you look at and be like, dang, I wish I could control it, but I can't. I can't control the fact that a family member just passed away. I can't control that my boyfriend decided to dump me on Valentine's Day. I can't control none of these things. But what I can control is how I react, respond, and adjust to these things. That's what you can control. Anyway, but going with the flow is an excuse. It's to say that I'm letting life take the wheel and I'm not taking the wheel of life. The God gave us free will, and that's absolutely amazing. But the most beautiful part is stewardship. How are you going to steward your free will that God gave you? That's why a lot of people end up in 9 to 5 jobs, careers that they hate, working on an oil rig, risking their lives. No, nothing towards people that work on an oil rig. I love y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all do. But I'm saying if that's something you didn't sign up for, something you didn't say, oh, I'm going to go do that, and you just ended up there because of the money and not because of purpose, it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or if you ended up being, and I'm going to say some of the jobs that people don't want to do because a lot of people end up with these jobs. I'm going to say insurance. If you ended up being a claims adjuster, if you ended up selling health insurance, there's nothing wrong with these things. But these jobs take a lot of brain power, a lot of willpower, and a lot of stress. But if you didn't sign up for that because you wanted to, but you signed up for $1, you in it for the wrong reason. And I'm being very careful, but I'm not at the same time because I'm being very raw. This is real life. This is reality. I'm tired of sugarcoating. We can't keep being a sensitive society. Being sensitive and offended about everything that happens causes you to not get anywhere in life except for standing still. My babe calling. Babe, I'm recording a podcast at the moment. Say hello to my podcast, babe.
What's good, podcast 2026? We in here.
Absolutely. I love you, baby. I'm going to call you when I finish recording.
I love you, babe.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. This is a relationship I've been working towards. We've been working together as a couple for 2 years, y'all. And the old version of me, I wouldn't have been able to hold on that long, you know? We had our ups, we had our downs, but I stayed consistent. And when I wanted to get sensitive about things that was going on in a relationship, I said, you know what? I'm not choosing my emotions. I'm choosing logic at times. Yes, I still get emotional. I'm a female, you know, at times. But I know how to react and respond to my emotions. I know to say, okay, let me process how I feel right now. Let me talk through this with my partner and let's get through this. You're not the problem. The problem is the problem. You're my knight in shining armor. You're my hero. You're my man, my better half. That's how I see you. I don't see you as my enemy, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to give that nugget there. Now, we got to have a winning mindset this year. I want to ask you this question. I really want to make a statement, but I want to ask you this question. If you change nothing this year, what would your life look like next year? 3 years from that, 5 years from that, 7 years from that, 10 years from that? What will your life look like if you choose to not take any action, but keep reacting to everything that's happening? What happens if you don't change your mindset to a winning mindset? What a winning mindset looks like is life is going to happen regardless, but I'm going to show up more positive. My perspective, the way that I see things happening to me, look, air quotes, to me or for me. Life is happening for me. That's what I tell myself. Life is happening for me because life is happening for me because there's not necessarily anything that's super good and super bad. I watched a video of a person who said that some things in life are not bad and some things are not good. They just are. And I was like, man, that's deep, because I used to think that when I got a job after not having a job, it was so good. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it big. But then when I get in that job, I'm depressed, stressed, angry, anxious, all of these things, and I hate it, right? And it's like it looked like a good thing, but the outcome wasn't necessarily good. If anything, it was bad because of what I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, now you also need to have a mindset of it's going to happen or it's going to happen. There's no in between. I'm not letting up. You will not outwork me. You will not outdo me. No matter if I'm up, down, round and round, I'm showing up. I'm going to be the best version of myself when I do. And even if I can't give a full 100, I'll give 80%, 100% of the time. I don't got to give 100%, 100% of the time. But as long as I give 80%, 100% of the time, I'm still more consistent than 99.0% of the world. Because I'm going to say the top 1% know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, when you look in the mirror, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. When you look in the mirror, there are 3 things you are going to see. And this is just for this video. I'm sure you're going to see your face, your eyelashes, mustache, whatever you got going on. But for this video, you're going to see your I'm a human. You're going to see your decisions, your consequences, and your accomplishments. Because in the mirror, you're going to see your actual self. I want to say a 4th thing. You're going to see your habits. See, we're born looking like our parents, but we'll leave looking like our excuses. This life is built on choice, decision, attention. What we do right now, this year, will follow us for the rest of our years on this planet. If we keep choosing to be comfortable instead of getting uncomfortable, recording this podcast is uncomfortable. I'm not doing any edits. Everybody video look like they are A-listers on a magazine. Got the beautiful, I guess, click page for clickbait, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just being very raw, authentic, And I'm going to say borderline lazy because I want to be more raw. I want to bring it back. But I'm doing something that's uncomfortable. I'm doing something that's hard. I'm starting a podcast that I've been putting off for 5 years. I'm talking to you who's listening to this video and can't see your face. When I get done, I'll probably watch this video and critique it, but I won't delete it. So, do things that are uncomfortable. Do things that make you cry. Do things that are hard, make your heart beat through your chest, through your shirt. Do things that when you look back on your memories, you're like, man, I'm glad I did that. Do things that will make your future self proud of you. Let's build our legacy. Let's build our tomorrow. Let's build our future. Let's build our confidence. And I'll be back with another banger video to talk about these things because we're unleashing our greatness. Until next time, stay tuned. Please go watch some of my shorts, some of my past videos. My videos are going to be anywhere from, 20 to 30 minutes long here and there. Who knows? But just stay tuned because I'm talking about something that I believe you need to hear. And if you like this video, share, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for every other thing that I post. I got a new book coming out. It's called Talk Numbers to Me. And I can't wait to share that with y'all. For all my business owners, entrepreneurs, and A-listers out there in this world. Everybody's an A-lister in my mind. You're top tier. Have a good day, y'all. Stay strong. Let's get it.